Hi there, welcome back, or if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Hélène and I want to share today my first taped, or I guess recorded project pen. I've done 2 months now. I guess it's a continuous monthly project pen, and I'm going to insert a couple of pictures of the first 2 months. So all I'm doing is I'm cycling through some products that I would like to finish, and as soon as I have one product out at the end of a given month, I just replace it with something else. So this month I have 15 products that I want to use from now, which is technically January 25th, to the end of February. 15 products from face products to eye products and also lip products. So without further ado, let's get into it. First product I have is a cushion foundation, and the cushion foundation is C3 from Lumi, a L'Oreal product. And the reason I want to finish this one is because it's a cushion foundation, and I understand they dry out pretty quick. And it's a pretty expensive product. Cushion foundations are not cheap, and I would really like to be able to use it up before it goes bad or dries out. I've only had it since I think about April, but I don't want to take any chances, so that one's in my project. The next product I have is the Set and Smooth Fit Me Foundation in 230, and as you can see, I'm making some pretty darn good, don't know if you can see it, progress on it. Really, this is the 3rd month now that I'm going into focusing on this powder, and I would like to try a bit of a lighter shade because of it being winter and all, so I'm really looking forward to using that up, and I'm making pretty good progress, so we'll see how I do in the next month. Then I have a primer, and when I'm using a product in a tube, I like to use these little pincers because otherwise I find I have trouble getting the product out to the bottom, but this is what it looks like. And it's a Sephora brand, they call it the Beauty Amplifier, and to me it's a regular silicone primer. I don't particularly like it. It tends to pill up on me depending on the type of primer that I'm using. Depending on the cream I'm using under the primer. And yeah, I just want to use it, and I don't feel like I hate it as much as needing to declutter it, but I just do want to move through it so I can then enjoy and focus on other primers that I have at hand. Next I have a Fit Me concealer. I don't mind it at all. It's number 25, and I put a line where my concealer is right now, and hoping to get through this, I'm guessing pretty quick, a month or 2 and I should be done. I don't use a ton of it, just a tiny bit under my eyes and around my nose, so hopefully it won't take too long given how little I use. Then I have a few more powders. So I have this in my Tarte Z palette. On this side, I have a Beauty Amplifier again from Sephora. It's a powder, they call it primer for the eyes, but really what it is, it feels like it's just a nude base shade, light nude base shade, to just help blend other products on the eye. And I've definitely hit a lot of pan on it, and it's a product I'll continue to use, but I want to focus on finishing it because it's always nice to start a new one before one gets too old. On the other side is a Lancome Matte Buff, I guess powder foundation that I tend to use under the eye and around my nose to complement any sort of other foundation and powder I'm using. And as you can see, there's very little left, but it is quite old, and I would really, really like to finish it up and move it out of my collection. Next, I have, right in the center is an eyeshadow that I have had let's just say for a disgustingly long time. But I love the shade and it has sentimental value, so I would really like to just finish it up, and I'll probably use it in my inner half of the lid just to brighten up the eye. And then finally, the very top, I have a couple of Makeup Forever blushes that I would like to use up. They were samples that I got, deluxe samples using points from Sephora, and they just seemed to take room for such little product that I thought putting it in a Z palette would be nice to work through them. And I've got a couple of trips this year and probably they'll take me forever to pan, so I'll include those in this Z palette when I'm traveling. So that's it for those eye products. Next I have a couple of deluxe samples. Oh no, I have one more product actually. Eye product. It's the Eau Naturelle from Laura Mercier, and it was again a deluxe sample. Now I don't remember where I got it from, but this is how much is left in it, and I would like to use it up. It's not a product that I particularly like, but I realize it's not a bad product and I'd like to use it up, so I'm using it either on its own or as the base for another shadow that I want to have stick to it. So before it dries, I try to put the other shadow on, and I'm trying to make the best use of it that I can. I don't see why I would have it go to waste. Now to some other cream products. I got a kit from Benefit. I don't remember the name of the kit. It was this past fall, and in it were two products. There was the What's Up, and as you can see, I have not used this product. It is needing some TLC, and I don't mind. I've tried it a couple times. I don't mind the highlight that it gives me. I just don't tend to use cream highlights, and I think this will be good for me to learn how to use it and to see whether I want to continue to use cream type highlight products in my makeup routine. I have a lot of powders, but this is the only one that's really, except for the Milk Makeup Strobe, I think, but I do tend to like this one better. And in that same package or a gift pack or whatnot, I also had this Hoola, I guess it's called the Quickie contour stick, and I've used quite a bit of it. Just a little hair there. I've used quite a bit of it, but as you can see, there's still some substantial amount left, and I would like to finish that up and go back to my usual favorite, which is the Butter Bronzer. In lip products, I have 3 items. 2 of them are actually pretty old. This one is a gloss type lip product from a company called Quo, which is a company that is relatively common in Canada, sold in Shoppers Drug Mart. And as you can see, there's quite a bit left, and I've had a product like this in my last 2 project pans, and I've been able to finish them in a month. So I'm going to focus on it and wear it almost every day, and I am sure I can get through it. And it's getting old, and I would like to use it up before it goes bad. Next is a product that I know I have had way too long in my collection, but it is fine. It is one of only 3 lipsticks that I ever had because I had so much trouble wearing makeup. And this is a Christian Dior, and it is, you need the French name because it sounds so much better, Reflet Pensé, and the English name is Sheer Pansy. And I think that I can finish this up. I have had it in my last 2 project pans, and the problem is I haven't focused on it, and so I haven't made any progress, but darn it, this time it's going to be my number 1. And finally, last but not least, I have this Tarte Tartist lip paint, and that's the lip paint I believe that was in, that was in the birthday gift, the Sephora birthday gift this year. And you know, I like it, but there's not a whole lot of product in it. And I also have the Anastasia, is it called Pure Hollywood, that I quite like. And I would just like to just finish up this sample and be done with it so that I don't have it taking up space for so little product. So those are the 15 items that I'm going to be working on until the end of February, and I will update you when the time comes. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please thumbs it up, and I appreciate your time, your eyeballs, and looking forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye now.